Danny B of Danny B's Closet, and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. Today, you guys, I'll be sharing with you my thrift haul. Ooh. And I have it stacked all around me to make it easier to show you guys, and I almost just lost it to the floor. Okay, so let's jump straight into this. This is a mixture of things over the last few weeks, simply because when I first went out shopping, I ended up being sick. Well, first my son was sick and then I was sick, so I couldn't get to share this haul with you guys. So it's just been sitting in a bag, and so I went out shopping again this week since I'm out for a Christmas break. So let me show you guys what I have found. Oh, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up for this video and the bell notification so you'll know every time I post, you guys. So I'm gonna start with the clothes, move to the shoes, and end with my favorite purses. So the first item, you guys, this beautiful dress is by the brand Hutch. I am familiar with this brand and I have sold it before because of a thredup Rent the Runway box, which is why I love that box so much. It's hard to see because it's a light pink and then the thread is also the same color, but the brand is Hutch. This is brand new with tags, you guys, and originally this was $238. So basic black dress with beautiful sleeves, and you can't beat that. Now, I shop a little bit of everywhere. A lot of times when I'm in the stores, some of the cashiers always say, oh, you find the best stuff, and I'm like, because I've been in here for hours. So when you see resellers who have found all this great stuff, just know it is work. This is from a collection of stores. Takes time. Okay, so I've never seen this brand before. This came from the bins, and when I saw this in the bins, the reason I got it is because, one, the tag, and two, the buttons. It reminded me of a vintage look. The buttons look like quality buttons, and so a lot of times, even if I don't know the brand, and I don't pull my phone out at the bins just because, even though I'm quite sure people know I'm a reseller, I don't want people in my business. So every now and then I will, when I'm, if they're changing out the bins and I have time, I may look up something quickly, but typically I go off of my gut instinct. This was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I looked at it when I got home. It is a decent brand, but the good thing about the bins, as long as it's in good condition, it doesn't really matter because I haven't really paid that much money for it, so it doesn't bother me if I, don't sell it for a lot, or if I sit on it for a while because I didn't pay a lot of money for it in the first place. Okay, so this next one I have seen before. It's Nanette Lepore, which I think there's a Nanette Lepore, then there's a Nanette Lepore, which is the diffusion line, which I think that's what this is. But it was so pretty, I had to get it. So this is a coat. So it's like a mid-length sweater style coat, size small. So this brand is not something I pick up often. That also came from the bins. So the thing about it is this: I don't always pick up that brand, but for that price, and that's cute for this time of the year, I decided I would give it a try. But I do love that color, and then it's really soft. Okay, so this next brand does not need a huge introduction. Everybody has heard of Johnny Was. At this point, I've been in reselling for about 3 years, and this also came from the bins. It has a spot that I will have to treat but it's really light and it's at the hem. I don't know if you guys, it won't, there it is right there. Really light stain, but this is linen, so I'm not really stressing about getting it listed immediately because I feel like it'll do better in the spring and the summer. So I'm gonna put this in my pile of things I need to work on, and then I'll get to it eventually. But when I first started reselling, Johnny was at the top of my list for things to find. And at this point, I have been fortunate enough to find it multiple times in different things. Now, I have never found Johnny was shoes or a purse or a bag or anything like that. So those are things I would still, you know, really like to find. This next thing is Paris Atelier and Other Stories. I bought this because I think this brand is pretty good and I love the color of this sweater. That lilac, lavender, purple color is really pretty and it's really soft. Okay, so I love a good vintage piece, you guys. Forgive me, I'm still getting over the yuckiness that I had, so I'm still a little bit congested, so forgive me if I sound like a like a pig, you know, with my breathing and trying to clear my my chest and my throat. Okay, so this is a vintage piece. I love finding unique vintage items. It's just something about the quality and just everything has its own unique design. Like, it's not like the fast fashion that we have today. Everything is usually just, sometimes the material's not the best, but just the detail is so unique, you know. So this brand is Eiffel by the Flums, and it's a lace romper. And it has a tie belt to it. So when I first saw this, I always check the tags, and then when I got home and looked it up, I realized that it was for sure vintage. But this Union sign, Union Made, also gave it away. So just beautiful. Now this is sheer, you too. I mean, I could see even with the lining, it's still sheer. But this is beautiful, you guys. Okay, I'm almost finished with the clothes. Now I'll move on to the shoes. So this is another Johnny Was piece. You guys, I just feel like I've been on a roll with Johnny Was, and I'm really happy. This is a size medium. This also has stains, so I will have to really work on this. Now, believe it or not, I have actually passed up Johnny Was in the store if it requires too much work at this point, simply because I have a Johnny Was in my closet that has just been sitting. And once upon a time, I could put Johnny Was up in the morning and I'd have offers by the afternoon. That's not the case anymore, and I think that it's become oversaturated. And so now it's more of seasonal as well as what it is, and then the price point. Now, if you want to give it away, yes, but I just hate to cheapen such a wonderful brand. So the reason I bought this, even though it has a lot of stains, is because I only paid $1 for it. So I'm going to have to put in the sweat equity to get money out of it. But it's such a pretty piece with all the embroidery, and it's linen, so should do fairly well if I can get all the stains out of it. Okay, I'm going to save this sweater for last. This is also on the dollar rack. This is Black Watch by Polo Ralph Lauren. I don't usually pick up Polo unless it is unique, vintage, or really cheap. And this was $1, so I was like, why not? And it has the large symbol on it. And I think from my understanding, that typically does better than just regular Polo Ralph Lauren, which is crazy because Polo Ralph Lauren is such great quality. Just beautiful quality, well-made clothing. Okay, so this is my last clothing piece, you guys. So prior to me being sick, I took a quick little trip to the coast of Mississippi, and I went in American Thrift, I think American City or American Thrift City. And this is the only thing I bought, you guys. That store is huge, and I saw some good items, but I mean, honestly, some of the stuff has gone up in my area, especially the Goodwill. But I really, when I saw some of the prices, I just was turned off. And so, I mean, I just didn't buy a lot. This is the only thing I bought, and that is because it is Walt Disney World. And I think it is vintage, but I'm not 100% sure. I have not done research on it because as soon as I got back in town, my mom called me and said my son was sick, so mother duty called. Anyway, it says Disney, and then it's dry clean only. This is thick, you guys. It's such a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm trying to get this cleaned and listed ASAP. Okay, so let's move on to my two accessories that I bought. This is Nick Graham Christmas socks, of which when I bought these would have been perfect to list for this time of the year, but again, I was sick, so beautiful, but don't have enough time to get them listed. But I'm gonna go ahead and list them anyway and store them and call it a day for next year. Then I also got this Ingrid and Isabel Bella band, size 1. This originally came from Target. And when I was pregnant, I loved this brand. So hopefully I can get these listed as well. Okay, so let's jump into these shoes. I love a good shoe. Talk about unique, you guys. Aren't these adorable? The brand is Charlie Horse. They're in fairly good condition. Oh, wow. You guys, these were originally, not the original price, but the price that they were on sale was $166.99. Wow. Amazing. These are a size 7.5. And I love a unique shoe. You cannot go wrong with unique items. I'm not gonna say ugly, I'm just gonna say unique items. You can't go wrong with them. Okay, so this next brand was also a huge bolo on my list for many years. When I say many, I mean since I started reselling. Rothy's. These are really small. They were in the kids section, so I don't know if these are kids Rothy's or adult, because they are 5.5. So I'm not sure if that's kids or women. This was on my bolo list for a long time, and now at this point I have found them numerous times. Okay, so this is a women's 5.5, and everything looks good with these. So I just have to clean the insole and the sole of them, and it will be good to go. So really small size, but still going to list them. You guys, this is one of my favorite brands to purchase for myself personally, and it's still one of my favorite brands to resell. This is Tory Burch. These are a size 7 medium. Look at that little small heel. And they do have some wear on the bottom, but the toes are great. And there's no scuffing on the heels either. So I was really happy about those. I actually got these today. These have some wear, but the wear is not from, because these are brand new. The wear is from how they were stored. So you can see some discoloration. I'm gonna try to treat this, brush this suede, and then it has some, let's see, where are they? Some small nicks. This brand is Pour La Victoria, which I did get once in a thredup box. The brand itself has a decent resale price point. I don't remember if I got a lot off of the ones I sold simply because they were not in excellent condition. These are brand new, so, and they're gorgeous. This is also an 8.5. Next, this is a new to me brand. The brand is Aurelian, and I just tried to look it up online prior to getting on here so I would have a little bit more information. But these, from what I can see, they're not made, well, it says made in Italy. I didn't find a lot of information about them. The site, the actual website where these are sold, they are worth a lot. So I'm gonna do more research before I list them. They're practically brand new. This is a size 41. So I'm gonna do more research on these. Like I said, if I remember, I'll put the name on the screen so you can see it. And hopefully when I get back around to doing an update, which I'm gonna do my best this year. That's one of my #1 goals for my business and for this channel, is to start doing updates, like letting you guys know how things go, because we can say something is a bolo all day every day, or you can say, oh, that's a good buy because of how much you paid for it. But just because you paid good, you paid a decent price, if you can't resell it, or you can't get a good profit margin off of it, then what's the point? Okay, so this brand, this came from the bins. This is the only reason I picked these shoes up, is because they were at the bins, and I needed, I mean, at the bins you pay by the pound, and so if I'm buying other items, sometimes I'll pick up something, though it's not something I think is excellent, just because if I'm gonna have to pay a certain amount, for the pounds, I might as well get my money's worth. This brand, I think, is Joy or Joie, Joie, which is French. I'm not really sure how everyone pronounces it. When I first started reselling, I picked this brand up because I think it's a Anthropologie brand, if I'm not mistaken, and I had heard or read, somebody was talking about it, like, oh, it's a good brand, but it does not resell well for me. It just does not have good resale value, in my opinion. But these are in decent condition, so I went ahead and got them because they're in good condition. I just need to clean up this part. And these are a size 39, so a good size. So like I said, the only reason I got them is because I just needed something else to make up my weight. Okay, this is my last pair of shoes, you guys. Oh, I take that back. I got one more. These also came from the bins. This is Kate's collaboration for Kate Spade. Aren't these adorable? And then look how clean they are. These I don't think were ever really worn. They don't have a lot of wear at all. I mean, seriously, I could just sanitize these and list them. I mean, they look great. Even the insoles, you can tell, have not been worn a lot. And this is a size 7.5. If these were my size, I would keep them. I like these. Okay, so this is my last pair, and of course, Tory Burch. I love Tory. Like I say, Tory is still one of my favorite brands to resell. This is a 6.5, and they do have some wear, but I have leather conditioner, so I'm just going to condition them, polish them up, and list them, because like I said, they're not disgusting. That's my only thing about shoes. I love selling shoes because the profit margin is usually really good, but sweat equity, sometimes you have to work for that money when it comes to shoes. Okay, and then this is my last little pile, and I love purses. So here you have a snakeskin print bag, crossbody. Well, kind of short, but it can be let out. And this brand is Jilly, which I've sold before. It's a good brand. Hopefully this will continue my pattern of 100% resale value, or how do you say it? Sell through rate. 100% sell through rate. Every time I've ever bought this brand, it always sells, and it typically sells within a month. So hopefully this will be no different. Hopefully this will also do well. It's in pretty good condition. Only damage is some of the edge coating is coming off right here, but it's still on there, so I can just glue it back down. The inside is also pretty decent, so hopefully that will continue my 100% sell through rate. Okay, so this next purse has seen better days. It has some scuffs, and I honestly was going to put this back because it has a lot of wear. The brand is Lancaster. I've sold this once before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if I got it in a thredup box or what, but only reason I bought it is because they had it marked as an accessory, so it was $4 instead of $5 or $6. And the inside is pretty clean, so I'm really hoping I can get some of the scuff marks off, because like I say, the brand is pretty good. So I'm hoping that it will do well. Okay, this is one of the items I got today. If I had gotten this in one of my thredup boxes, designer bags, well, one of my designer boxes, I wouldn't have been as happy because it's not a quick seller. And this is Chloe. So this is a Chloe bag. And the exterior, as you can see, is pretty nasty, so I'm gonna have to really clean it, which is fine because for the price that I paid, it is well worth taking the time to clean it and fix it up. Like I say, if I had gotten this in a thredup box, I wouldn't be as excited, simply because it's just really, it's not a good brand for resale. I also have to make sure this is authentic. Like I said, I've gotten Chloe, I think twice, once or twice. But I don't know how to authenticate it, so I'm gonna have to check to make sure that this is real. But if it's not, that's fine. Like I say, for the price I paid, it's okay. The other items that I got should cover the overall cost of the box. This is Michael Kors. I got this one today as well with the Chloe, and it too will have to be deep like this leather really needs to be cleaned. This one I'm pretty certain it is authentic. I hear my son. Okay, so I found the tag. I'm quite sure this is real. It's in really great condition. Like when I say good condition, I mean like the leather is great. There's no peeling. There's the edge coating is great, but it has to be cleaned. So other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Now this last bag, I don't know how people miss this. Oh, I got two. I'm gonna do this one. So this is a vintage beaded bag. This came from the bins, and people had thrown this back. And typically I don't pick up beaded bags, but I love anything that is unique, and it was just so pretty. The brand is Christian Livingston. Resale wise, I think they go up to like 50. I've seen some comps on Poshmark that were up to 50, but this is just a beautiful, beautiful bag, you guys. No damage, excellent condition. Okay, and then I have a few jewelry pieces. So this little cutie, I don't know how people miss this. My #1 favorite brand is Coach. You guys, how did they miss this purse? Sometimes I'm just amazed at how I go in a store, and like I go in the store, it's pretty much cleaned out, and I always find just something special, you know, like this bag. And it's like, it always makes me wonder, like, was this meant for me? Because how did people overlook it? Like, that's amazing. So inside is really clean. It does have some residue on it. Well, you can't even see it on camera. Well, it looks like the paint is peeling. That's not, it's like sugar. Like sugar or salt or something that's on it. So hopefully with a little wipe, like me wiping it down with a damp cloth, hopefully it'll come right off. But you guys, isn't this a beauty? This is so stinking cute. And I need to stop looking at it before it ends up in my closet. Okay, so this is another Ben's find. It's a necklace. I found this when I found this beaded bag. Again, it's one of those things, I'm amazed at the stuff that people overlook. So I've been trying to research this. If you guys have watched my channel any at all, I dabble in jewelry. Which, by the way, if you watched my last video, I said I was going to do a part 2 to my Goodwill blue box video. But I ended up getting sick and didn't do it. That's the box where I had the David Yurman bracelet, which did sell, by the way. So make sure you're following me. I plan on doing an update to share with you guys how much money I made off that sale. Just amazing. I love what I do. Okay, so this is Tangle. I can't get it off, but I'm still researching. This clasp right here has 14K on it, but I don't think this clasp goes to the necklace. So I don't know if this is what this is. I don't know if it's worth anything or not just yet. I do have a testing kit, so I do plan on testing it. So when I do my updated video, hopefully I can let you guys know if this was worth anything. These tangled little messes are Kendra Scott. I got both of these for $4 total. Now one of them is in excellent condition and then one is extremely tarnished. I just ordered a ultrasonic cleaner, so I'm gonna check to make sure I can stick this off in there. Hopefully it will get this little tarnish off of it and get it cleaned up. So this one is in really great condition, and this one has a lot of tarnishing on it. Don't look too closely at my nails, you guys. I've got to get to the nail salon. Got to get to it. Okay, and then this last item are a cute pair of Monet earrings. Okay, so there you have it, you guys. That is my haul. What do you think? When I tell you that I am overjoyed about all of these, I think my favorites, obviously, you know the Coach is my favorite. Like, if you've watched any of my videos, any at all, you know my favorite out of everything is this beautiful, beautiful Coach bag. So let me know in the comment section what your favorite is. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Don't forget to share my videos if you do watch. You guys, I'm on the up and up. I'm growing. My channel is growing. And I'm happy, especially since I took a break for a couple of months. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everybody who supports and comments. Thank you guys. You have a good one, everybody. Bye.